Hello and welcome to wenll's Guide to Doing Stonecore Heroic as a Hunter. So basically, for this first boss, um, while he's above ground, the main thing you gotta look out for is he'll do a crystal barrage on a random player, and it'll basically you gotta move out of it because it does damage. And the difference between normal and heroic is on heroic, the crystal barrage actually spawns ads, which apparently they got killed before I could even see them. But um, yeah, the crystal barrage will actually spawn ads, so you have to not only get out of the crystal barrage, but you also have to make sure you AoE those ads down fast. Um, when he submerges, he will. There will be a lot of ads that spawn. You just try and MD them, kill them. They don't have a lot of health. The big thing to watch out for in this phase is when you see that right there, basically the rumbly under the ground. You want to make sure you're not in the way, or he'll pretty much one shot you. Because he'll basically like dive out of the ground and then dive back in it and kill you. Yeah, so you can see he does the crystal barrage and summoned a bunch of ads, and fortunately I have enough damage that I could just pretty much one shot him. So and that's pretty much it for the first boss. Um, for the second boss, what he will do is basically there's a few abilities you gotta look out for this one. He'll summon spikes, which if you see a shadow on the ground, get out of the way. Um, he'll also do what's called lava fissure, which basically if you see rumbly stuff under the ground, it means there's about to be lava pool underneath you, so get out of the way. You can see there's a lava pool over there, and you can see all these spikes coming down in the shadows and everything for him. The other thing he does is he'll do a um, crystal barrage, or he'll basically like take a whole bunch of crystals or whatever and just throw them horizontally at players. Crystal storm, that's what it's called. So you want to get behind a spike, position a spike between you and the boss for that to avoid taking damage. And that's pretty much it for this boss. Just don't stand in bad stuff. If you see anything under you, get out of the way, and then for the crystal storm, just take cover behind a spike. For this next boss, he's actually kind of unique. Basically, you want to make sure that you're spamming arcane shot and your magical abilities and stuff, because he'll put a shield on himself, which he's doing right now, and basically when these shields are on himself, you get a dot, which you can see a stacking dot on me right now, and that stacking dot basically will deal damage to you, which you need because he'll actually freeze everyone, and then you need to take damage in order to be unfrozen. So you gotta make sure you get that dot on you in order to take damage and then become unfrozen. Otherwise, you'll take like 50k from it. You can see he just froze me, and then the dot unfroze me. The other thing to look out for is he'll do a he'll enrage, so you can actually trank that off, I believe. And the final thing to look out for is occasionally he'll do a ground slam, which just the tank should be positioning him correctly, and if he is, then he'll be facing the sideways. But if he's facing towards you for the ground slam, make sure you get out of the way for that because it goes in whatever direction he's facing. For this boss, basically she'll summon void things on the ground. Stay out of those, and if you can, try to position yourself on the opposite end of the void circle from where all the ads are, and that way when the ads come, they'll run into the void circles and die. Also try and kill the ads, or at least get aggro on them so that they'll come to you. You don't want them on the healer. The other thing to look out for is occasionally she'll go up and summon some rocks. So if you see any rock things on the ground, which you're about to see in a second, you can see that little thing next to the void zone. That's where the rock's about to hit, so you just want to make sure you're not standing in that or you'll take massive damage. And that's pretty much it for Stonecore Heroic. Hope you found this guide helpful. Thanks for watching.